What is up, guys? Raptor Airsoft here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a review of my Krytac Mark II CRB. This review has been long overdue since I got this gun back at Christmas. I've got to use this gun about maybe 5 to 6 times, and those times have been extremely awesome. This gun, I cannot stress how much I love this gun. This gun has become my baby. There's no other way to say it. I love this gun to pieces. So this is what it looks like on the inside of the box. You do get the warranty and the manual for the gun. You get a 350 round high capacity magazine. You get your iron sights. You get this metal black flash hider, which is actually a really nice flash hider. You get a cleaning and a jamming rod, and you get one key mod compatible rail. Now, this is what the gun will look like out of the box, with the exception of the paracord, which I did myself, and that rail. That is a Magpul rail. I did not use the key mod compatible rail that it came with, mostly because I'm using a Magpul AFG on this gun, and it just works a little bit better. And I'm going to show you guys what I did to this gun that makes it a little bit different and stands out a little bit more. So this is what the gun looks like when I added all the accessories that I personally like to have on this gun. I have my Krytac amplifier that I spray painted orange and black. I have my Magpul AFG. I have paracord on the rails. I have a T1 style optic that it's a red dot, and that's pretty much it. I also plan to get this gun flat hopped by X Customs, and just so I can get that extended range, and I can just hit those farther out targets. Now we can get into the part what I think about this gun. Honestly, this is the lightest gun I have ever held. It is a full metal, but it's still extremely lightweight. That's because it's aluminum and not this robust metal that usual airsoft guns have. There is two things that I don't like about this gun, and you can hear it. You have to listen very carefully. You can hear a lot of springs moving, and with guns, I like it to be very clean and crisp, especially when you hit the bolt release. You hear that spring being let go. I mean, I'm picky about it, but it's just something that I sometimes pay attention to. And also, the charging handle is a little bit hard to pull back, but it does not affect with the performance of this gun at all. And you'll hear it, you'll see it in the shooting test of this review. I love this gun, and the way it performs out on the field is beautiful. So let's go over the specs of the gun. In the back, you have this Krytac stock, original stock. Inside, you have a ton of space. I choose to run a Tenergy 11-1 20C LiPo 1000 milliamp battery, and I keep that in there very easily. It fits in there very snug. Doesn't really rattle a lot in the stock, which I like, and it's just overall a very well designed stock. And it's very easy to put the cap back on and back off. Has 6-position adjustable stock. And then on the Mark IIs, this is something a little bit different than the Mark Is. The pistol is not an A2 style grip. It's its own Defiance style pistol grip, and I love this grip. It's very comfortable, and I prefer it more than the A2 style pistol grips. Next is you have the trigger, which is a CNC aluminum flat trigger. I forgot the company that makes this, but it's a real trigger that they put on real firearms, and it's just something cool to know about the gun. You have this awesome looking upper and lower receiver. It's different from the Mark I Krytacs, but it looks a little bit better in my opinion. Next, you have the rail, and it's a Defiance 10-inch key mod rail. This is the actual name of it. Defiance TR110 rail. Now you can see I've already put one scratch into this gun, and I'm pretty sad that scratch actually happened. But it's gonna happen. So might as well happen now than later. I also put paracord all along the rails on both sides. Now that paracord took me forever, and I can say it was worth it because it gives me a little bit of texture on the rail. And then I put a Magpul AFG, and at the end I put a Krytac amplifier on the very end of it. So overall, it's a very nice build in my opinion. Ambidextrous safeties, I forgot to say about that. Ambidextrous on both sides. Although, one thing to note, it is a little bit hard on this side. On this side, I don't know why it's easier, but this side is just a little bit harder. Maybe it takes some time to wear in, but I don't know. I usually don't use this side. One more thing I wanted to get into about this gun before I go out onto the field and do the shooting test is that I usually use .25 gram Elite Force biodegradable BBs. And for the hop-up setting, I usually keep my gun at a solid 7.5 to 8. This is a rotary style hop-up, and it gives you numbers so that way you can easily put your hop-up settings to whatever you need it at. So for .25 gram BBs, I usually put it at 7.5. What is up, guys? So now it has come to the shooting part of the review. I have my Krytac CRB right here with my scope on it and my GoPro mounted on it, and I will be using this camera I will be setting this camera down over there where my target will be at and showing you really close-up shots of what my shots are going to be looking like. So I'm backed up, I have my gun, I have some BBs. Let's get to the shooting review. Alright guys, this is the first shooting test. I'm about 30 feet away, 35 feet away, and I'm using .25 gram BBs for this test. Here we go. Alright, now we have backed up to about 100 feet. Same .25 gram BBs. Here we go. Alright, now we have backed up to about 125 feet. Here we go. Alright, I'm still backing up. I'm about maybe 150, 175 feet out. And I just want to say it's kind of a windy day. I am not sighted in my scope, and I'm still consistently hitting this target. So for all those disadvantages, I'm still hitting this target. This is a really, really good sign that this is a premium, high quality gun. Still hit it. Still hitting it. Alright, now I'm back to about maybe 200 feet. I can barely see my target. Now I have to zoom in on my scope. Now keep in mind that the wind's starting to pick up as it's getting a little bit later in the day. And my scope isn't sighted in, as I said earlier, and I'm still hitting the target. And this is a target that's probably 1 foot by 1 foot. This has incredible accuracy for a mid-length gun. This is pretty insane. Alright, here we go. Still hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Alright, I hit it about maybe 3 times out of those couple of shots. And I'm going to try to scoot back a little bit more. I honestly don't think I'm going to hit it, but if I do, it's going to be pretty insane. Alright, I don't know what distance we're at, probably like 220 feet. I honestly don't think I can hit it. I'll try anyway. I'm coming up just short of the box. Try to reposition. Alright, now that I've done the semi-auto shooting test, I'm gonna go ahead and go full auto and show you what this gun can do on with 11-1 20C LiPo. Here's some more shooting. I'm gonna unload on this box one more time. You can hear the sound after I stop shooting of the BBs hitting the target. It's pretty insane. So in this part of the video, I'm going to give my final thoughts on my Krytac Mark II CRB, and I wanted to go just honestly say that I have fallen in love with this gun, and this gun is everything you would expect out of a premium high quality gun. I remember last year I was at D14 with a buddy of mine, and he had his Krytac, and I asked him, is it worth buying a Krytac? And he said, if you've never owned a Krytac, or you've never shot one or played with one, you just don't understand what it is about Krytac and their guns that you just fall in love with. And honestly, after owning my own Krytac for about 2 months, I can honestly say that is 100% true. You just do not understand what a Krytac is all about until you own one and played with one. So my final word is, if you have the money and you're willing to put that kind of money into airsoft, then I would totally get one of the Krytacs. They are an awesome airsoft company. They give extremely good performances for the cost, and overall it's just an awesome gun. So hope you guys enjoyed this review of my Krytac Mark II CRB. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll see you all in my crosshairs.